Hello everyone, welcome to another video. So in this video, I'm going to tell you a story about something that happened yesterday, and I don't know, I still feel really strange about it as well. So yesterday, when I woke up, I had like some stomach pain, and I thought it was just like kind of muscle pain because I've been exercising a lot recently, and I went to school anyway. I thought it would just pass, and then after about 1 hour of being at school, like the pain was starting to feel like too much. So I went to the nurse's office and I took some medicine, and I took a nap in there. And then after I woke up, I almost felt like I was gonna throw up. So I had to run to the bathroom, but I didn't end up throwing up. I just went over there, and then the nurse told me to go outside and get some air. And then then the vice principal came and she just told me I can just go to the hospital and then go home. So I left around 11:30 a.m. I went to the hospital to check what was wrong with me. I had really bad stomach pains. It was really bad, and sometimes I'll feel like I'm gonna throw up if I walk, or if I sit down, if I lie down. It just increases the pain, and it was horrible. So I didn't know, like I've never had this kind of thing before, so I didn't know what was the cause of it. And I haven't eaten anything strange. Like at that time, I've only been eating the stuff I normally eat every day. So I was at the hospital, and the doctor told me that after he checked like everything around me. He said that it doesn't seem like anything specifically is wrong. He said maybe there's a possibility of having what's it called, appendicitis, and if that were the case, then I would have to have the surgery to get it removed. So in order to check on that, I would have had to have an ultrasound. So yeah, so he told me if I want to have an ultrasound, it's gonna cost a lot of money. So I did it anyway. It was like around $85. It was pretty expensive, but I did it anyway because I was like dying and I need to know like what was wrong with me. So I went to go have the ultrasound. So I got taken to another room, like in like the second building of the hospital, and I went in, and the man was just like, oh, the doctor. He was like reading the paper that had my information. He like said my name, and then he was asking like, where are you from? And I'm like, I'm from Australia. And we were speaking in Korean at this time. He could barely speak English. And when I told him that I'm from Australia, he's like, oh wow, I want to learn English. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And I'm just like, I'm in pain and I'm like dying there. And he tells me to lie down and like put my like hands behind my head, like while I'm lying down, so that he can do the ultrasound stuff. And he starts asking me questions while he's like setting everything up. So he tells me to like lie down, put my hands behind my head. And while I'm doing that, he starts asking me like random questions like, what are you doing in Korea? How long have you been in Korea? And I'm just like, like, I'm dying right now. Can you just like do the ultrasound, please? But yeah, I just answered his question. I tried to be kind and everything. And he kept asking me a lot of questions. And then I'm just waiting for him to like tell me what's wrong with me. But he just wouldn't stop asking me questions. So he told me about his daughter who's like studying in university or something. And then he had so many questions. He asked so many things, and he told me a lot about himself. And I was just like, I just didn't believe that was happening to me. And there was a time like when it first started, like my shirt was like lifted up so that he could like put the gel and do the ultrasound thing, whatever that thing is called. He was like doing that on my stomach, and he was trying to tell me to like inflate my stomach like up, like try to inflate as much as I can. And the way he said it was like, he's like, stomach up please. And then I was like, okay. So I just followed, and then he starts asking me Korean. He's just like, stomach up please, that's right, that's how you say it, right? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, how do you say it properly in English? And I'm just like, we don't really say that, that's not a normal expression. And he's like, stomach up please, right? Yeah. And I'm just like, yes, please just tell me what's wrong with me. I have so much pain while that's happening, and he's just like constantly asking me all these questions. And then he starts telling me more about his life, and then how he's like, he doesn't actually live in my city. He just has like a apartment there, but he only stays there while he's working during the week, and then he goes back to his actual place on the weekends. And I'm just like, seriously, I was in so much pain. Like, it was hurting. My stomach was in so much pain at that time. And then after we finished the ultrasound, he told me during the thing that like all my organs looked fine, and there was he could see something was happening with my stomach, but it wasn't really like clear. Like, it didn't look like something major. And he said like my appendix is fine as well. So yeah, I got up, he stopped the ultrasound, I got up, and then he asked me like he started asking me more questions. Like, he's asked me about like my job, and then my like what my life is like in Korea. And we've already finished ultrasound, and he's like asking me more questions about myself, and I'm just like, so he asked me all these questions, and I'm just like, but what am I supposed to do about my stomach? Like like, I actually asked him, I actually stopped the topic and changed it to this and asked him like, what am I supposed to do? And he's like, oh yeah, you gotta go to the actually I don't know what you call that in English, like the room where all the there's like all the hospital beds. Like, I had to go there, and I had to really force him to tell me that. Like, I feel like he would have just kept me there having a conversation with him for a while, and he was trying so hard to like learn English for me, and I'm just like, you know, I am really kind, and I am willing to teach people English if they want to. Like, I don't mind that kind of stuff. I think it's really cool, especially when you're in another country. But you know, when I'm in so much pain and I'm like dying and I feel like I'm gonna throw up like any minute, any movement I do causes more pain, can you just like tell me what's wrong with me? Give me like medicine or something, or send me to someone who will actually fix me, so that like I can get over this. Like, there's a time and place. That was not the time, and that was not. Yeah, I don't think that's a place either. Like, while someone's getting an ultrasound, like maybe if like someone was pregnant and they're getting an ultrasound, maybe, but someone's getting an ultrasound because they're in like so much pain that they can't even walk. So yeah, I went to that yesterday, and that was a first for me. That was only my second time to actually like get really sick that I need to go to the hospital, and I never expected that something like this would ever happen. But yeah, I don't even know how I feel about this. I still feel like it's so weird that he did that while he was giving an ultrasound to a patient. He was like going like to that length to try and learn English from them. Anyway, I'm starting to feel a lot better than yesterday. I still can't eat like completely. Like, if I eat certain foods or if I eat past a certain point, I start feeling pain again. So I have to eat like really clean and really tasteless foods, and I can't eat too much. So it's really annoying, but it's getting better. So yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.